All right, buddy? Sit right there. Sit down. Nope. Earl. Sit right here, buddy. Sit right there. You all right? What's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and we've got a small emergency on our hands. If you can't tell, Earl's not feeling real hot this morning. I'm just getting him loaded up and we're headed to the vet. Earl got attacked last night. We were gone from home for several hours, and we got home about 8 o'clock last night and couldn't find Earl. And we looked and looked and looked, and my wife eventually found him under our back deck, like way up under the deck in a very small, tight space, and he had clearly been attacked. So I'll get into more of that, what we think happened, later. We're headed to the vet right now. He's got several wounds and pretty good gash on his leg. I didn't film anything last night because it was kind of touch and go, like to the point where I wasn't sure if Earl was going to make it. When we found him under the deck and I had to crawl up under there and get him, he was 100% in shock, had lost a ton of blood, and just almost, I'm not going to say unresponsive because he was standing up, but he was in shock and wouldn't move. I literally had to just grab him by the back legs and pull him out. We got him in the house, gave him a bath, and started treating wounds, and we got his leg all wrapped up here. He's got a pretty good gash there, probably going to need some stitches. But yeah, I'm waiting. The vet opens at 8:30. We talked to her last night. She said meet me there in the morning because she kind of gave us some instructions. He was in shock, but I knew he was going to make it. I didn't feel like he was going to die during the night. So we didn't need to do like an emergency vet call during the middle of the night. And she told us to give him a bunch of syrup, like pancake syrup, and water and stuff to get his blood sugar up. Kept him warm, and look at him, poor guy. So let me show you a couple things. Here, lay down, buddy. This we tried to cover this wound as best we could. He's got some puncture wounds on this side. This leg's real tender, real sore, and the poor thing, I don't know. She's gonna have to do some work. It's got some, yeah, 3 teeth are messed up on the bottom. But we're headed to the vet. We'll get him checked up, fixed up, probably stitched up. But as you can tell, he is not his happy-go-lucky self. He's just not feeling the greatest. You all right, buddy? Huh? You gonna lay down? You gonna lay down? This is actually really good. So last night, I stayed up with him till about 12:30, and he was laying in the living room on a dog bed and I literally couldn't even get him to sit up. He wouldn't raise up. He wouldn't do anything. I sit with him for hours, and finally went to bed, and about 45 minutes after I went to bed, he came in the bedroom and jumped up on the bed. So that was really encouraging for me. Hey, Earl, you all right? I wasn't sure if he was going to be able to walk today until he decided to come jump in our bed. He didn't like being in the living room by himself. Poor guy. We'll take you to see the doctor, okay? Can you lay down? Lay down, Earl. Earl, why don't you lay down, buddy? Lay down. You're hurting? Dadgummit. Well, buddy, they're not here yet. They'll be here soon. She said she'd be here at 8:30, and it's 8:23, so your doctor will be here soon. She's here, Earl. She's here. You ready to go see the doctor? Huh? Come here. Oh, you're all right. You're all right. You're all right. Well, I just made it home from the vet, and as you can see, Earl is not with me. So the vet is going to, she wants to keep Earl overnight. Actually, she said I could probably pick him up this evening, but Weston has a basketball game in Joplin, Missouri, which is about 4.5 hours from us, and we're going to go to it. So we're not going to get back until about 1 a.m. So she thought it'd be best if he stayed there so they could monitor him all afternoon. They are going to have to do some surgery to repair his bottom teeth, his bottom jaw, and stitch him up a little bit. So, what happened to Earl? Bear, do you have anything to say? What happened to Earl? I see, lay down, Bear, lay down. I see what looks like blood on Bear's face right here and right here. Like, is that tender? Did you get bit? Huh? That's definitely blood spots on Bear. I can't believe you'd do that, Bear. So, Bear and Earl are 100% buddies. They get along. They're together all the time. They're around each other every day. Why are you shaking? I haven't done anything to you. Huh? But I would say over the last couple weeks, there's been a couple instances where Bear's gotten a little bit aggressive with Earl. And here's the only conclusion I can come up with. And that is, we have two male dogs that are both intact, still breeding capable males. And Earl's getting to be close to a year old. He's starting to mature. I would say he's probably putting off some testosterone. And Bear, I've just taken some of these minor altercations as to Bear's just showing his dominance, kind of a pecking order, as all dogs do. But what happened last night's not acceptable. It's not going to work. And I love Bear. Bear's a great dog. But we cannot have Bear attacking our other dogs. It's not going to work, Bear. Okay? So, I don't think Earl was doing anything to the animals. Earl doesn't go into the animal pens without me. And Bear does tend to come up to the house a lot. Probably a lot more than he should, since he's supposed to be with the animals. But I don't want to get rid of Bear. Bear's a great dog. However, with blood on his face and Earl in the hospital, basically having surgery right now, it's quite the dilemma. So I talked to the vet, and well, we're just gonna have to try something. Bear, why do you look so guilty? You literally look like someone's been out here whooping on you. And I promise you guys, I haven't done anything to Bear. But the more I look at him, I can definitely see a little bit of red. Maybe, a little bit of blood from yesterday on his legs. You act like you did something wrong, Bear. You sure have a very guilty look about you. This definitely looks like Earl got some bites in on you. I don't see anything else. Now, someone's going to say it's possible that another dog came in, a stray dog came in and attacked Earl, and Bear defended, which is possible. I'm not ruling that out. Okay, it is very possible. But have you guys seen Bear? There's not many dogs that are going to show up here and whoop on Earl and attack Bear. Look at him. He's supposed to be a tough guy. There's not many dogs that are going to be able to show up and walk away. There's no signs of another dog that didn't make it off of our property. It's possible. Now, I'm not saying this is exactly what happened, but I think that Bear got a little too rough with Earl. More than likely, they were eating dog food. I talked to the vet, and since Earl's got most of his injuries are his face and his legs, she said that's kind of indication of animals fighting over food, which may be my fault because I do feed them on the front porch. I know I should probably feed Bear down here with the animals, but the goats and the pig like to eat the dog food, so I let Bear come to the house to eat. And more than likely, they were fighting over food, or Earl was eating the food and Bear didn't like it. But either way, I think what we're going to do, so I talked to the vet. I'm not getting rid of Bear right now. I'm not going to do anything to Bear. We're just going to have to be careful for a while. But I scheduled an appointment for Bear to get neutered and not be a breeding male anymore. She said she had a Great Pyrenees male that she was having all kinds of problems with. It was about 4 or 5 years old, and just kind of got to where he was more aggressive towards all of their other dogs and was constantly marking his territory all around their house, on all their vehicles and their shop and their everything. She said he started peeing on everything, just kind of randomly. Well, this guy has been getting me in trouble a lot lately with DJ, because every time we walk outside, Bear has like peed on every porch post, on the patio, on the chairs. He's got to where he's just been like marking his territory on their house a lot, which is kind of unusual for Bear. He's never really done that a lot. So I think having 2 intact males is going to be a problem. So we're getting Bear fixed. I've got an appointment scheduled for Friday. So hopefully that fixes the problem, because I have a feeling Mom's love for Earl is a lot stronger than her love for Bear, which is, you know what that means. So Bear, I've never had to say this before, but I am incredibly disappointed in you, buddy. I can't believe you jumped all over Earl. I'm convinced that's what happened. Bite marks here and bite marks there. I think that was Earl defending himself against a big bully. Are you a big bully? I know you don't act like it to these people. No, you're a good dog. But we can't have that. We're not going to tolerate you attacking our other dogs, Bear. Can't do it. As much as I love you, you got cut marks, bite marks all over your face. Well, day 2 in the process.
Yes.
So what did the vet call and tell us yesterday?
She said that the 3 teeth that were just kind of hanging, she removed those and then sewed his gums. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had 2 gashes, like on his chest and the inside of one of his arms real close to his chest. She sewed those up. Did an x-ray on his back, because he was walking kind of funny, and so she was afraid that his back, something was broken. It's not. She thinks just some really deep bruising. He's got some puncture wounds. She flushed all those out and gave him lots of medication. So
there's a chance he's going to look very funny.
I know. He had to get shaved too.
She had to shave quite a lot of hair to check everything out and sew everything up. So
yeah,
there's no telling what he's going to look like.
I know. I don't even care. He's going to be okay, I think, though. So that's what's important.
Well, let's go get him,
Let's get him. I know. I didn't like not having him last night. It was weird.
It was. I agree. Even though we were gone for 12 hours for a basketball game. Yeah. There's nothing like leaving Southern Oklahoma and driving to Missouri to eat at a Mexican restaurant, watching a little basketball, and driving back home.
Hey, dang kids, I'll tell you.
All right, let's go get your other kid.
Okay.
That's pathetic, Earl.
Well, his hair job is rough, but
it's the worst grooming session you've ever had, buddy. Usually look a lot better than that. It's like when you take your somebody home from the hospital and they won't let them come out without a wheelchair. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's pathetic. You feeling all right, Earl?
He's fixing to. He's fixing to get some pain medicine.
I mean, he acts like he's feeling a lot better.
Swap him sides. There we go. He's trying to roll.
Hey, good news is Earl will never have to go to the orthodontist for braces. Hey, let me see, buddy. Let me see. Well, he's not gonna let us see. He's a little bashful of his bottom teeth right now. He's never gonna have to have braces, but we're not doing implants. He's missing a few teeth on the bottom now. But the good news is, hey, Dr. Green said those teeth are really only useful in coyotes and wolves that are ripping flesh apart.
That's good.
So, Earl, you're not going to be doing much flesh ripping. You're just eating dog food. We're glad you're feeling better, though. Well, Earl, we busted you out of the hospital, buddy. Look at you all shaved and skinny looking. Poor guy. Poor guy. So, Earl's got, what are you figuring? You trying to figure it all out, Gemma? Earl's got stitches right there on his, right here on his front leg, his chest. He's got a couple little puncture wounds everywhere. Let me see if I can get him to lay down. You go over and lay down, Earl. All right, got Earl to lay down. Look at him. Poor thing. I gave him some pain medicine again, so that'll kick in soon. But he's doing about 1,000 times better than he was. But as you can see, the vet had to shave him up pretty good. And you can see, come on, buddy. Roll for me just a little bit. Look at all the bruising on his chest and stuff. You got puncture wounds up here. You got huge bruises here. Stitches on his leg. Poor guy. Look at you. You're all beat up. Dadgummit. But he's alive, right?
He's alive.
And we got him home.
Yep. I gotta give him his rabbit. We bought him the other day when we went and got his new girlfriend.
His new girlfriend?
Yes.
What you talking about?
Yeah, so some friends of ours, we might have suckered them in, talked them into getting a female Earl. That's not related to him, obviously. So that one day they can have puppies. Yay!
And she was one of 14.
Yeah, I just went and me and Earl went and picked her up Monday. That was Monday. And then we came home and then this happened that night.
Yeah. She went and got Earl a girlfriend and then Earl almost died that day.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He's got his rabbit.
So Earl's going to be in recovery for a couple days. As you can see, he's got a lot of bruises and a lot of healing to do. But he'll be fine. Look at him. He was up walking around. I laid him down. Now look at him. Come on, cover those up, guy. Close. Here. Let's not do that. Jim's going to take care of you, though, aren't you? You a good friend? You going to take care of Earl? It's the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Come on, Earl, man.
Hey, buddy.
So just so you guys don't think Earl's in that bad a shape, he may be putting on a little bit. When we went and got a couple treats.
Good boy.
He can definitely walk and get around, and he's happy and wagging his tail.
Here we go. You sit? Can you sit? Good boy. Good boy.
I mean, I know he's hurt, but he might have been putting on a little bit of a show over there in the bed.
Oh, you mean like he might have the man flu?
You don't understand. Man flu's real.
Yeah, okay.
You could see it on his face.
Here you go, Jim. One more thing. There you go. Good boy. Doggone. You can go lay down now. Oh, that's
looky here, Earl.
That's got some.
Earl.
I gotta break it off. Look at him.
Sit, Gemma. Sit up. Sit up. Good girl. You weren't putting on a show for us, were you? Trying to get some sympathy from all the viewers? Not Earl.
He needs a hair brushing.
Yes. Yes, he does need brushed. So after he got attacked the other night, he was very, very, very filthy and dirty and covered in leaves and mud. And we tried to wash him off in the sink just so we could, clean him up and see what all we had to work with. And he hasn't been brushed in a couple days, and Earl doesn't do well without being brushed. Where are you going, buddy? You trying to get in my lap?
He smells more treats.
Gemma found your rabbit.
Yeah. Look. Look. Hey. Uh-oh. She got your rabbit. You gonna go get it? You gonna go get it? Go get your rabbit. You not in the mood for fighting things?
No.
No. I don't blame you.
He just wants some sympathy.
Oh, he's gonna get it. Yeah. You wanna take a nap? Hmm? You need some company taking a nap?
Earl, are you gonna come out? Bear. Bear, move. Move. Earl, you gonna come outside?
You need to go? You wanna go pee-pee?
No, he's gonna stay right there.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So, as you can see, it looks like Earl's gonna make a full recovery. And from talking to the vet, she said some of Earl's wounds didn't really look like bite marks from a big dog, but I'm not convinced. She said it's possible. It's possible he was attacked by a raccoon, basically because of the way that big spot on his chest, his front leg is. She said it looks more like a tear from a smaller animal that got a hold, and not necessarily a big dog bite. But with the number of puncture wounds and the recent history of this guy, plus the blood spots on his face, I'm pretty well convinced it's bear. There is a possibility that it was a raccoon, and raccoon got after Earl, and bear came in and got bit and probably ran the raccoon off. It's possible. I'm not convinced. We're still getting bear fixed. He's already got an appointment scheduled for a couple days from now. We're getting him neutered, and she said that should help any aggression, we hope. We don't want to have to do anything dramatic with bear. He definitely needs to stay here, although he probably does need to stay at the barn with the animals a little bit more than we've slacked off on making him stay down there, probably. But we haven't lost any animals, so bear's doing his job. It's just it's unfortunate. It happens. You get 2 male dogs. Bad things can happen when you have 2 intact males. It's just, I know that, we know that, it's part of it. So we're going to try to head that problem off. And thankfully Earl's going to make a full recovery. And no one will ever know anything ever happened unless you see his front teeth. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.